Hey guys, SirVern back here. Hey guys, SirVern back here.
Hey guys, SirVern back here, and today I'm reviewing Zombies, Aliens, and Guns for the PS5. And before I get into the review, this game is my first game that was provided to me for review. They sent me the key, I downloaded the game at no cost to me. They don't have access to this review prior to me releasing it. There is somewhere on their website, I think, where they ask you to send the link to the review so they can just see, I guess, how many keys get reviewed. I'm not real sure. Because I'm new at reviewing games that are provided to me. This is just a hobby for me. I've been reviewing games for a few years now, and I think within the last year I started asking companies for keys, but most of them require a certain number of subscribers that I don't have. But I was excited to get this key, and it took me a while to see the email, because I just never check that email, because it's just, I've just never gotten a key before, so it was exciting to get. But anyway, I'll get right into the review. I'm going to go over the same 5 categories I always do: graphics, performance, gameplay / story, replayability, then fun factor. Give each of those categories a score from 1 to 10, average it up, and then talk about the game a little bit. So I'm going to be really harsh on this game. Like I said, I'm very thankful for the key, but I'm going to be honest. So we'll start with the graphics. I think they're just super mediocre. Pixel graphics, I think it's only so good you can get with pixel graphics, but I've definitely seen better. I don't think the character designs are very unique. It's just not a whole lot to it. So I gave it a 5, just right in the middle. Nothing spectacular, but nothing you're going to be impressed by. And I just don't love the design of the enemies. There's not that many different types of enemies. The only positive thing I guess I'll say is, there's some cool like explosion effects, and then the bosses look okay. So it's right down the middle, a 5. Next category is performance, and it gets a 10 actually. There's nothing wrong. There's no game-breaking bugs. It never crashed. It's a very short game, but nothing is technically wrong with the game. It plays. Now, I did discover the limitations of the enemy AI, and I'll talk about that in replayability, but performance itself is fine, 10 out of 10. Next category is gameplay / story. Now, this game, what you see right here is pretty much all you do. There's like 3 or 4 weapon types. It's very simple. The gameplay is a twin stick arcade shooter. And you just move around, avoid enemies. There's little health boxes, as you can see there. You get, like I said, 3 different weapon types, and if you get like a few of those, it kind of scales up the weapon damage and maybe the output, damage per second you can do. But I mean, this is it. Like, there may be 10 or less. There's probably less than 10 enemy types. It's super easy. And to be honest, like when I first started, I was like, okay, it's not terrible. But after the second or third level, you soon realize that it's just basic. This is a mobile game, honestly. This is just a mobile game that they ported, and like, for instance, the tutorial was 30 seconds, and that dash you just saw, I was just messing around. I was like, there's got to be more to this game, and I found out that there is a dash that's basically unneeded, because anyway, sometimes you get in a vehicle like this, and you don't control movement. The vehicle just goes, and you're on a guided path. It's easy. Anyway, the game, you've seen the gameplay already. This is the whole game. It's a boss battle here and there. So the story, I mean, I guess there's a story. It's very, very basic. It's so short that it's just forgettable. I mean, the story is told like this. There's no, it's awful. I mean, there is no story. You can see I died 8 times right here in the credits, and I literally died because I was like looking down at my phone trying to find a new YouTube video, just kind of suffering through it. Or like I was just bored and I'm trying to rush through the level because I found out you don't even have to kill all the enemies. Sometimes you can just go to the objectives, and so if you rush through it, you know, you will die. Most of the times I wouldn't even pick up anyway. The story is pitiful. So gameplay / story, it gets a 3. And the only reason it got a 3 is you can see in the very top right, there's a 2-player option. You know, I beat this by myself, but I guess if you had a buddy, you could have some dumb fun with it. I mean, I guess. And you can see there's extra modes too, like modes. It's the same thing, survival, and you'll see where I just cheese it. And anyway, it gets a 3. Sorry, a 3, gameplay / story. The next category is replayability. This is awful. I mean, it's so bad that if I could give less than a 1, I would. I will never play this game again. In fact, it's almost an embarrassing game to have as a platinum trophy because, yeah, I got a platinum trophy. I beat it, literally, I sat down and I beat it in one sitting. And it may have taken an hour and 15 minutes. And that's it. You can see I'm just standing here. This is one of the, you just try to survive, you know, one of those 8 survival levels. And I was just, I was like, let's just push the AI to the limits. And I just kept running in a circle, and they eventually can only spawn so many enemies on the screen, and they cannot get you. You just run in a circle. So I could get an unlimited, I could, you know, the time could go indefinite. So, and the game is boring. There's very little variety. You know, there may be 6 to 8 bosses, I don't know. Very few bosses, and basically they're just bullet sponges. You're just running around while they spawn enemies at you, trying to shoot them. Really, really poor. I guess you would play this if you're a platinum hunter and you want an embarrassingly easy platinum. You could do this and get, you know, an hour and a half, hour 15-minute platinum. So replayability gets a 1. You'll see in about the 4-minute mark right here, if you want to sit through this, that you can just run in a circle, and the enemies are slow, dumb, and I didn't mention this in the gameplay / story, but you can seriously just run across a corner and sit there and regen your health, because your bullets and your health slowly regen, so you never need a health pickup. The enemies are so dumb that if you just go around a corner, they just sit there against the wall. Anyway, it's really terrible. Replayability gets a 1. My last category is fun factor, and I gave it a 2. Okay, I almost wrote 1, and I was like, I guess it was partly because this was a free game. It was my first game ever provided for review, and so that was kind of exciting. But when I beat it and started getting gold trophies just sitting there, I realized what kind of game I was given, and I appreciate it. You know, I'm being harsh, very harsh, but it is what it is. Now, right here, you see where I just stopped shooting, and you realize that once so many enemies appear on screen, that this is it. So, just to recap. Graphics a 5, performance a 10, gameplay / story a 3, replayability a 1, fun factor a 2. That averages out to a 4.2 out of 10. This was given to me by a company named Retalika. I'm not sure, but I looked on their website and they have probably, I don't know, 50 to 100 games, and I'm assuming they're all like this. I'm not saying they're all bad games, but this is a bad game. This is a mobile game, a cash grab. I don't know how much this game costs, but if it's more than $5, that's insulting. This is a big waste of time. If it was 99 cents, I might get it just to get the platinum if you're that desperate for platinums. But you can see this is the survival levels, okay? And this is probably going to be every single level. There's no need to even shoot. So it's really a big waste of time. But thank you for the review code, and I'm sorry I didn't really love your game. I'll be requesting more if there's any kind of strategy games you got on there that maybe are a little deeper. But anyway, that's all I got. SirVern out.